G'day, come to speak to you again today on the 17th day of June in the year 2015. And I've been thinking a lot lately about living inside of domes. That's something I'd eventually like to do with my permaculturarium idea, but I don't think this actual property is the ideal place. I think the ideal place to do it would be when I'd sort of eventually conquered, the surrounding district for about, a good 50 k's or something, and you could build a really nice big dome over that then, and piss all the trucks off, or you could build them tunnels through it, I guess, let the trucks and cars pass through, but don't let their fucking shit pollute our internal world, which is sort of what sometimes I wonder if this world is an internal world. All this flat earth stuff I've been looking at sort of suggests that we are inside a dome, that they travelled across Antarctica, which is anywhere south around the edge of the world from the centre North Pole. All compasses point north from any direction, don't they? So the other way is always south, because the compass is flat. It doesn't really curve. Anyway, that's a bit of a distraction. That they do suggest that they discovered the edge of a massive dome, and so that's called the firmament, which the ancients always talked about. Like 5 different cultures, 5 different religions talked about the dome, or the firmament, I should say, and about what exactly upholds the earth. No one really knows. Something to do with pillars, maybe. Anyway, that's irrelevant. That's a distraction. The idea of living in domes nowadays, though, actually building artificial domes made out of glass using, I would think the easiest way to do it is 3D printed glass blocks in a type of jigsaw shape, wedge shape, that just slot into one another, lock in place, and just keep building round and round and round, up and up and up until you've got a dome, which is a very, 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 very strong structure. And the glass is sort of self-supporting each block, so every block you put in makes it stronger, holding itself together. And a nuclear bomb probably wouldn't be enough to destroy one. It'd sort of just deflect it, push all the energy away, either inside or out, preferably out. So yeah, why do this? Well, there's many good reasons. There's a lot of unused land, like in the outback of Australia, for example. We've got a massive continent there that's mostly uninhabited. It's the size of continental United States of America. There's also many refugees and immigrants and people living in poverty around the world that need a break. So it would be pretty easy to, set up some camps out there to get the ball started, get some glass furnace equipment happening. I don't know, if you started on the coast, even on the west coast there, you could be pumping seawater in with sand, like dredging it, using the sand in the extraction process to making smelting glass. I know it's not just sand, but there's a little bit more to it, but it's not that hard. People can do it in their backyards even, so it can be done. 3D printing should start getting things made really quickly, and so once you make these domes, very sterile environments, you have sort of strict entryways through it that prevent anything foreign getting in. Like say you didn't want fleas or ticks or mosquitoes or parasites of any sort. Everybody gets wormed and flushed and all the rest before they go into this place, so that you've got this awesomely pure environment. You grow abundance of food with aquaponics, the most easy way to grow a lot of food. Any water that evaporates goes onto the inside surface of the dome, flows back down. It's been purified by the sun, filtered back in through your fish, back into more plants. Everything gets recycled, and using worms to basically digest all our waste, you can, eventually you're going to have so much excess inside each dome you're going to need to ship it out, but that's brilliant to be growing other crops further outside anyway. So you can grow acres and acres and acres of hemp and bamboo and all your other stuff that you don't have room for in your domes, unless you keep on building more and more domes. I suggest you build your first one in a circle like that, then your next one sort of attaches, like intersecting that Vesica Pisces circle of life fashion, so you can keep building out and out and out, so everything gets stronger and stronger and stronger the more you build. And you can have different sort of hermetic sealing between them for certain things too, so maybe in one of them you do need to have fireplaces for something, but that one could be ventilated as well. There's no reason why You can't ventilate these things if you needed to. You could put great big pillars up, even, you know, just for extra support inside each one. And some of them could act as chimneys. You know, you could have big windmills on the top to gain more energy, put some solar panels around if you need to. It's sort of unlimited what you can do, and the amount of food you can grow, the amount of people you would house. Now think about that. Housing wouldn't really be necessary. You're inside a protected dome, the water's flowing around the outside, so there's no rain, there's no wind to speak of unless you just had some fans blowing, which you probably want. The plants are doing all the natural air conditioning for you anyway. So you don't really need to live in a house, you don't need a roof anymore. You can just live in a hammock in a tree, drop a few shade cloths or whatever you like around you. A bit of privacy if you need it. Transport. Zip lines and flying foxes and rope ladders and bungee cords, you know. Just jump around on big trampolines. All this idea of mass transport and going to and from work and all that crap. If you're growing your own food, doing it with aquaponics only takes an hour or two's work a day maximum just for planting the next crop and harvesting the existing one. People can take turns doing the shift work in kitchens and cleaning and recycling and playing guitars. You know, there's a lot to be said for living inside a very pure environment, inside a dome. It says we're polluting the shit out of this one, if it is a dome, and well, that's a way of fighting back, isn't it? Create smaller ones inside it. Pure fresh air, pure water, pure food, organic food. There's nothing to get sick from. Anyway, have a good one. Please log in and check my other rant about the one I shared 22 times, because it's coming up to the 22nd now, and I still think that this 22-cent thing on the 22nd of June it's going to get this ball rolling, that's for sure. It's going to get this whole dome concept off the ground. We've got to start somewhere, and we're going to do it from the grassroots. Organic hemp, bamboo, food, fish, rocks, hempcrete, solid, bloody, organic living, bringing back the earth to the people that care for her. Have a good one.